This very body is soil. My body, your body, everybody is just soil body. Soil body. The magic of soil is it turns death into life. Depleted soils will not quench the fire of hunger. Unquenched hunger can burn the very world. This is a generational responsibility. Save soil. Let's make it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you. You're watching a brand new episode of Encounter. Today, we're going to talk about Save Soil, an initiative by the Isha Foundation from India. According to the United Nations, they say that our fertile soils will become extinct in the next 60 years. Our soils also give us the food that we eat, and they say that we are what we eat. So to talk more about Save Soil, we have Barbara Currimjee from the Isha Foundation Mauritius with us in the studio. Very warm welcome to you, and thank you for being with us in the studios of the MBC.
Roshan, thank you. Thank you for inviting Save Soil to Encounter.
Save Soil is an initiative by Isha Foundation, and the spiritual leader of Isha Foundation is Sadhguru. We will talk a bit about him, but currently he's on a 100-day journey from the UK, and he's traveling on his motorbike at 65 years old, traveling to South India, and his aim is to sensitize 3.5 billion people across the world by the time he finishes his journey.
Right.
There is so much to say about this, but let's begin with what is Save Soil and why is this initiative so important?
Roshan, let's start about the great concerns of our times. Great concerns of our times are climate changes, natural resources, food production, like we have water control, we have conservations, and of course our human health. Now, all boils down to the condition of our soil. I think it's very critical. We have lost, in the last 50 years, in the last 100 years, we have lost in several countries more than 50% of topsoil.
So when
It's just disappeared.
Topsoil is what we normally use for food production.
Yes, that's for food production. It's the first layer, say 12 to 16 inches you have on the soil. There's where you have all the biodiversity inside, where you have all the microbes, where you have the fungus, where you have life inside.
Okay, so I'm guessing we have lost it. If I use my logic, is because there have been different kinds of constructions, or we are using too many chemicals in our soils that are killing the living organisms in those topsoils. Is that a fact? Is that what we are trying to change going forward?
When we're talking about topsoil, we are talking about agricultural soil, where we are planting our food. Actually, we are destroying our soil since more than 150 years, since agriculture started, since 50 years very strongly. It's happening through monoculture, it's happening through waste amount of pesticides, like you mentioned. It happens through mechanical plowing and tilling.
Okay.
What we do, we open up the soil and we let it lie bare in the sun. And through this, all the microbes, the bacteria are dying off.
Okay.
They're not, we think, I thought they're going deeper into the soil and wait, to come up again, but it's not like this.
Okay. So the Save Soil initiative began in the beginning of the month of March.
It was initiated.
It was initiated,
Yeah.
and it will last 100 days. Barbara, you have just shared with us a few facts and figures about what is happening to our soil currently. I will invite you and the viewers to have a look at the following report, at a compilation of all the facts and figures that are available at hand right now. Here are some facts about soil. Increasing soil organic carbon by just 0.4% a year worldwide can avoid social costs of $600 billion per year through climate change mitigation. The estimated value of ecosystem losses as a result of land degradation is between $850 and $1,400 per year for every one of us on the planet. Sustainable agriculture practices can increase crop production across sub-Saharan Africa by 65% by 2040. In sub-Saharan Africa, more than 180 million people are relying on depleted soil to grow food. Increasing carbon in soil can have economic gains of $96 to $480 billion. 20% of the planet's vegetation has suffered a fall in productivity due to declining soil fertility. When certain fungi are present in soil, crop yields increase by 45%. A study on poor marginal farmers in India found that agricultural practices that promote soil health led to a 230% increase in farm income. Since the dawn of agriculture, more CO2 has been released from the soil and the clearing of forests for farms than from all the world's industries in the last 250 years. It is estimated that soil extinction is costing the world up to $10.6 trillion every year. Agriculture, deforestation, and other factors have degraded and eroded topsoil at alarming rates. Globally, 52% of agricultural land is already degraded. The planet is in crisis. If current rates of soil degradation continue, this would be the end of life as we know it. Welcome back. You're still watching Encounter, and we are still talking about the Save Soil initiative by Isha Foundation. There's a big momentum gathering around this initiative, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's because people are shocked. Do you know that every minute, 23 hectares of fertile soil, agricultural soil, is turning into desert, desertified?
Around the world?
Around the world, not in Mauritius, around the world.
23 hectares.
In 1 minute.
That's
so we talk 1 minute, 23
That's
hectares.
the size of 23 football pitches.
Exactly.
Being desertified every minute?
Every minute.
Wow, that's crazy.
Worldwide.
Okay. And do you think that we still have a chance of reversing this trend as of now?
Yes, of course. That's why this movement started.
Okay.
That's all this movement about. If we move now, yes, there's a very good chance. And it's easy to do. There's nothing complicated to be done. We just have to look after our soil. We have to have the awareness. That's what we're doing here in Mauritius now. We are spreading the awareness for people to understand, please, you're standing on the largest living organism. That's what soil is. There was a movie which I would really recommend for everyone, for you to see. It's called Kiss the Ground.
Kiss the Ground.
Kiss the Ground.
Okay.
You get, this movie is out since several of years. You get all the informations. All the informations are inside. It's partly a sad movie, but it's a movie with a lot of hope.
Okay.
Which shows us if we move now, we can turn it around.
Can you share with us a few of the activities that are being done?
Yeah, you see, we started off as a very small group, and we grew very quickly. When you go on the website safesoil.org, you get all the information about the movement. And on this site, you also can sign up as an Earth Buddy. You automatically will come into the motion group. If you're interested, you can get on our WhatsApp group. There you're daily getting informed about what we are doing, what is going on. We have gone out, we have seen private and public sector companies, and the response was really great. It will take a little bit time because it wasn't in their concept. They listened to us, they asked us, how can we help you? We talked to their sustainability departments, and they will include us, and they're fully behind us with Safe Soil. We had already a very good press coverage here in Mauritius, and it doesn't stop, which is very great. We are approaching colleges, we are approaching secondary and primary schools. We had a beautiful event in River de Rampa, in Universal College, where also MBC came. And these children are incredible. They had dances prepared for us, not for us, for Safe Soil. They were singing, they were painting, they were writing letters, making big bricolage. They made a march around the school. So it was a very nice, entertaining morning, and it was nice to see that you have here in schools, they have a garden where they are learning how to plant, how to take care for plants, and they were very proud to show it to us. Yes, then what we have, we have a lot of, or a range of advertising material which we are producing, little stickers, big stickers, stickers for the car.
There's even a dance to it, right?
Yes, there's a dance to it.
It's and it's a very catchy song, right?
Very catching, very catching. Even me, who does not like dancing very much, I cannot sit still the moment this music is on.
What I have also noticed is there's an engagement, of course, from people of different ages. But we can see a lot of the younger generations getting involved because they can feel how important this is to them, right?
This young generation is living in a very, I don't want to call it, but it's a disturbed world. Every day they are bombarded with news. When you were young, when I was young, we lived our childhood easily. We went swimming, we did what we wanted to do. We were not pushed into it listening to problems we have in this world, and we have a lot of problems.
Is it too much information through our mobile phones that we get nowadays? This is an issue that has been addressed in Encounter before. And many people believe that we are having too much information and it's not allowing us to do the activities that we used to do freely before.
We have too much information. And then ask yourself, is it the right information?
Is it helpful?
Is it the right information? Is it a fake news? It's not a fake news, it's a manipulative news. We are getting, this news is getting pushed around, and it's very difficult for them to find an anchor. And Safe Soil, I have realized why the youth is listening to us. They see a positive move where they can engage themselves, where they can do something.
Okay.
We will have a problem soon here in Mauritius, not Mauritius, worldwide. Okay. The youth does not want to work on farms anymore or as planters anymore.
Okay.
How do you handle this? I think planters are totally underpaid. One planter was telling me, he's doing bio-agriculture. It means, he
no
does
chemicals.
not use...
No chemicals.
No chemicals.
Exactly.
Everything with homemade compost, actually. And he says his problem is to sell his product. His product is not more expensive than other agricultural product. His problem is that there's an intermediate, and the intermediate is making the money.
Okay.
So he says,
But there is a demand for organic products
There's a
in
big
Mauritius.
demand.
There's a big demand for it.
All the hotels, they want to have organic foods.
I mean, people also are very aware that it is important, the quality of food that you put in you will reflect who you are also.
Roshan, you know this, you do yoga. Food is prana. Prana is energy,
Yes.
and you are what you eat.
They say that soil is very therapeutic for people, and just spending time in nature or sitting on the ground or on the grass is very helpful to people. Can you share something about this?
You know, soil is full of energy. Soil, you go bare feet on soil, it just moves through your body up. That's what I believe. And that's what I feel when I'm outside. Just working a little bit in your garden, touching plants.
Barbara, before we continue with this discussion, I'll invite you and the viewers of Encounter to have a look at the following report.
Our lives literally depend on the life of our soil. Can you even imagine that in 1 teaspoon of rich soil, there are more microorganisms than all the human beings on the planet? But if soil loses its organic content, it becomes sand. Sand cannot sustain life. Sand cannot grow fruit and grain. But this is what's happening right now. Soil is turning into sand. If this happens, we are headed towards global famines and much more violence than we are seeing today. So now that we know about this, there is still time to reverse it. That's why this movement, Save Soil. Because today, as a generation, we are equipped with so many tools that allow us to reach the whole world. Do not underestimate those tools. With a message, with a few words, with a photo, with a video, with a song, with a tune, you can touch many lives. So this is a generational responsibility. It's time for us to stand for something that means everything to us and to the next generations. Shall we do it? Every single one of our voices makes a difference and will count. Save soil.
By 2045, we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be 9.3 billion people. The food shortages that could manifest in the next 25 years, the consequences of that is unimaginable. What we are facing now is soil extinction. Agricultural soils across the world, the depletion is so heavy. In most countries, more than 50% of the topsoil is already gone in the last 100 years. The nutrient levels have dropped significantly. The level of micronutrients you would get from your food in early 20th century to what you are getting from the same food now has dropped 90%. If you ate 1 orange in 1920s, what you got from it. Now, in 2020, if you have to get the same, you will have to eat 8 oranges. This is what we have done to our food. Open soils, ripped open by ploughing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible, some kind of shade, grasses, herbs, bushes, trees. Conscious Planet is launching Save Soil movement to bring about a policy change to regenerate soil. As a part of this, I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet.
Welcome back. You're still watching Encounter, and Barbara is still with us in the studios of the MBC to talk about the Save Soil initiative. Can you tell us about what are the upcoming activities in terms of Save Soil? What is the current situation, or what is upcoming now?
Well, the current situation is, like you mentioned, you know, we have all these mural walls, paintings, which are beautiful. I was really very astonished to see what our local artist, Umela, is doing.
Okay.
So we have walls painted in New Eton College, Modern College, MGGS, Mocha Secondary School,
Yes, right.
Universal College. We have buses driving around here in Mauritius. Bus company was so nice, giving us buses. They put a big
Safe
safe soil sticker on the bus. We have companies who combine their product with safe soil. It's all about raising awareness.
All right, so right now it's more about raising awareness about what Safe Soil is. And the Safe Soil initiative is not the first, if I can call the initiative by Sadhguru, because before there was the tree planting initiative, there was Save Rivers initiative. What is the long-term solution here?
The long-term solution is that leaders in this world, decision makers in this world, come out with long-term policies to save our soil, to protect our soil. These policies should be like that we have around minimum 3 to 6% organic content in the soil.
What are the things we can do to save soil?
It's not only ourselves, everybody, the whole agriculture. It's like, you know, you bring our land under shade with trees, with animals. You plant litter, you grow cover crops, and let the soil have always living roots. Okay. That the normal carbon cycle, which is now a little bit out of balance, not a little bit, quite a bit out of balance,
okay,
gets back into balance. Let's have plants on the soil, roots are living in the soil, and so the whole year, so your land is never bare.
Yes.
So the whole year, this carbon cycle is going its natural way.
Oh yeah, because it makes sense. When you have a tree, then the soil is not exposed to the sun. It remains humid and it is conducive to putting more seeds or living organisms to live into it. That totally makes sense. Where do you see yourself with this initiative in about 10, 20 years?
Roshan, we don't have to wait 20 years. We are in a situation like, you know, since the beginning of our agriculture, the planet has released 50 to 70% of its carbon into the atmosphere.
Yes.
Which is causing global warming, greenhouse effects.
And holes in the ozone, and we all know the story, yes.
Yes. So what we have to do, we have to get this carbon back into the soil. And yeah, there are some very crazy ideas how to do this, but why not to go with the natural way? Use green, use the plants.
Yes.
It will go back into the soil, it will store in the soil, and that belongs to.
Okay, okay. We have almost come to the end of this interview, Barbara. Is there anything that you would like to add before wrapping up? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, there's a saying from Sadhguru, which it's always touching my heart very much. It's like, irrespective of our nationality, of our race, of our religion, our caste, or our gender, we all come from soil and we all go to soil.
Also, do you have a message for people watching this interview?
Yes, please, go out, sign up, be an Earth buddy, help us, support us, we need people. Maybe on the weekend you want to go out and help us painting the walls, maybe you want to go to schools to have speeches. We are now, like I said, we are approaching all schools in Mauritius, private one. We get also to the government schools. We got the list, there are eco schools. We need buddies, we need people, because we are already quite a lot, but we are all working and we have to find the time.
Well, also, you don't need to be a follower of Sadhguru.
No, not at all.
It's open to everyone.
It's open to everyone. You just have to believe that we can rescue the soil.
Yes. All right.
And do it together with us, yeah.
Well, Barbara, thank you very much for giving us your time and giving us more details about the Save Soil initiative. And all the best going forward. I'm sure it will be successful. I have no doubt about it.
Thank you, Roshan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of this episode of Encounter. If you have any queries, questions on the guest or on the topic, drop an email. It's encounter@mbc.itnet.mu. Until the very next program, goodbye.